Hey guys, me and Dave. It's what is it? 5/21/2021. So it's Friday night. I'm having a couple drinks as usual on the weekends. Trying to enjoy myself, relax a little bit, trying to get some sleep because it's been a hell of a week. The week went fast. When you're dealing with torture and all that stuff, the hours kind of fly by. You're not sitting there looking at the clock. You're being tortured and thinking about what to do to shield, or if you can shield. All that stuff. Shielding really doesn't work a whole lot, but you still try. When you're desperate, you try to do desperate things. So I'll tell you about what's going on. Not a whole lot going on today, but I got hit. Probably from I woke up at 7:30, feed the dogs and all this stuff, fed the dogs and all this stuff. And I tried getting back to sleep. I got hit the whole time. I didn't get out of bed until 2 o'clock. I'm laying there. I'm telling you guys, I'm laying there, and I'm hoping to get to sleep. I'm hoping to get back to sleep for an hour or two. It just, they won't let it happen. They just don't let it happen. I'm not going to keep on repeating myself, but they won't let me get back to sleep, and that's kind of what happened all day today. So I had to wake up. I had to take Max to the vet. Max has an ear infection. Had to bring him to the vet, and he got some drops or some cream or something. He has to go back in a couple weeks. I'm telling you, that little dog, he is only what was he? He was 15 pounds, and he is a feisty little fighter. You try giving him medications, and he'll fight you the whole way. You practically have to stick your finger down his throat and close his mouth, so he'll swallow his pills. Same way with the ears. You try putting eardrops in, and I did it for almost 2 weeks. And he was on an antibiotic. Didn't work. He's sitting there fighting, won't let you do it. He's wrestling with you and all this stuff. This dog will not let you touch him or give him medications. He's on heartworm pills and all this stuff. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to give all the dogs heartworm pills and all this stuff. And he fights. He's a feisty little guy. He'll sit there and fight you to no end, and he'll crawl under the bed so you can't reach him. I had to take the broom out. I had to take a broom and fish him out from underneath the bed so we could go to the vet. He's just a brat. I'm telling you, extra stresses, and then you're being tortured on top of it. You got. You're being tortured. You got your handlers, whatever you want to call them, jerk-offs, and other jerk-offs torturing you, and you got these people heterodizing you and all this stuff. They're all jerk-offs. And you have everyday things that you need to get done, But these guys, they're focused on your torture. They're getting paid to sit there for 12 hours shift to torture you. They don't care if you have to take your dog to the vet. They don't care if you have to feed your dogs. They don't care if you take your dog to the park. They don't care about anything. Their main focus is it's tunnel vision, and they're there to torture the hell out of you, and they don't care that you have other responsibilities. You have to take your dog to the vet and get him fixed. Get the ears fixed. If he has an infection, or he needs an exam, or he needs heartworm pills, or whatever, they don't care. I'll tell you about this. Okay, I'll tell you about this. Okay, so we went to the vet, and they had, I'm not going to call them honeypots, because they weren't hitting on me or anything like that, but they had eye candy out. They're okay looking. Okay, so they had this one girl in the vet. She was tall. She was taller than me. What am I? I don't know. What am I? 5'10", And this girl was probably taller than me, and she was slim and wearing these skimpy shorts and all this stuff. They had eye candy out to grab your attention. You know, everyone's. It's funny because everyone's wearing a mask. I don't need a mask anymore because I'm fully vaccinated. So technically, I don't need to wear a mask, but I still do. It's just out of respect. I know some of you guys might disagree with that, but I wear one to respect others. All right. So this girl was there, and she came in with another girl, and they had a couple cats and all this stuff. And this girl's bending down and all this stuff. Showing her butt off and you know what I mean, showing her stuff off. Grabbing my attention. Okay, so what they did today was when I was in the vet, I was in there for about a half hour before this was all said and done. They were okay. So this girl was wearing tight clothing, shorts, and everything else. Okay, now they were sitting there. Now I don't know how they do this. Okay, but real targets can vouch for what I'm saying. Oh, something in my mouth. But okay, so I don't know how they do this. I don't know if they're heterodyning and the guy's putting his feelings onto you, or if they have it programmed so the AI is putting feelings onto you. Okay, so when you see an attractive girl, they kind of start to molest you in your private parts. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if it's heterodyning and the guy's putting his feelings onto you, because they can see through our eyes and all this stuff. They see everything. Or if it's the supercomputer programmed, the AI programmed to put those feelings onto you. But they're sitting there and they're molesting me the whole time I was in there. And this girl is wearing tight shorts and showing off her stuff and squatting her legs and all this stuff, showing off her butt and everything else. Now they're sitting there molesting me at the same time. It was totally their feelings. So I don't know if they're heterodyning me or if it's the AI doing that. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. But that's what they're doing to me the whole time I was in there. So it's very uncomfortable. I'm sitting here twitching back and forth, looking at pictures and all this stuff because they're putting dirty thoughts in my mind of this girl. Okay, now this girl's right here. She's standing in front of me. She was standing the whole time. She didn't sit down. She was standing there showing off her stuff. Okay. Now they're putting sexual images of her in my mind and all this stuff, and they're molesting me at the same time. It was very uncomfortable. But these guys think it's a funny joke, when they do that. So we got out of there. All right, we got out of there. We were going to the truck and all this stuff, getting in the truck. Okay, now there's more eye candy coming out. A girl wearing a tank top, short, pretty short shorts, bending over and all this stuff, and they were still doing this to me around these girls. Now, what's the purpose of that? When they're doing that, that's not experimentation. That is, I don't know if I want to call it torture, but it's to make you feel uncomfortable in the situation you're in, because you can't leave. Your dog is getting care and all this stuff. I can't walk out of there and leave. And they are doing this to me, making me feel very, very, very uncomfortable. Putting their feelings onto mine, basically. Molesting me. When I was in the doctor's office, And when we were getting ready to leave, you know, um, and the girl was showing her stuff outside too, you know. So um, it's a very uncomfortable situation. Now, what the hell does that have to do with it? Experimentation in mind control, you know. What is the purpose of that? So I had to run over. Okay, this is after supper. I had to run over to Wisconsin to get tobacco, chewing tobacco. And I thought, well, I'm going to go through the West End, which is just a little part of town. It's a booming part of town, breweries and ice cream shops and all this stuff. I'll drive through there for the heck of it. I'll kill some time. Now they had a girl. I don't know if it was them, but there was a girl there wearing like a cut-off shirt and tight jeans and all this stuff, walking right in front of my truck with another girl, and some of it, they validate their technology at the same time, but well, I guess a lot of it is validation of the technology. They will do something to validate, or they will do something to show me they're a perp, and all this stuff. But they're molesting you at the same time. What does that have to do with experimentation or validation? They enjoy doing this to you, and this is what they do, and then they'll put these pretty girls in your thoughts all the time. I guess they could be thought triggered attacks because they're injecting every so often. If they're not hitting you too hard, they can inject these girls into your mind, and you're trying to do things to avoid that. Well, it's kind of hard if you're driving or doing something else, yeah. I know what they're doing. I can explain it better, but I'm not going to go into the whole thing. But that's what they did, today. So what, some of the things they do, I don't think has to do with experimentation. They lighted my van on fire. What that have to do with experimentation? To get reactions out of me, we're gonna light this van on fire. Why don't you light my house on fire too? Then, and you'll get all kinds of reactions out of me. I shouldn't say that because they'd probably do it. But so anyway, that's what happened today, this afternoon, and tonight. They had eye candy out there, validating and stuff, and they were doing things to my body around these pretty girls, making me feel very uncomfortable. Like I say, I get hit around people. I don't get hit by myself when I'm by myself. I get hit around people, so they isolate me. They don't want me to go around people because then they hit me hard, and that's what they do. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up there. I'm having a drink. I'm relaxing. It's been an interesting day. You never know what the day is gonna bring you. You could see a bunch of hot women. You could get tortured to hell. You could get your head gripped. They could do all kinds of things to you. You don't know what the day's gonna be like every day. You wake up and you try to be in a good mood, and you have a cup of coffee, and you're looking forward to the day. It's supposed to be 80 out here tomorrow, so I want to do something tomorrow because it's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be 80, and then Sunday it's supposed to be 55 degrees and raining. But tomorrow it's going to be 80. This is the weather in northern Minnesota. It's unreal. We have to, you have to have a mindset of dealing with all this different weather and all this stuff. So, anyway, these guys don't stop. They don't care if it's a blizzard, tornado, or whatever. They'll still hit you. That's the way it is. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. I hope you guys have plans for the weekend. I hope you have nice weather. I hope you plan on going for a mountain bike ride, going rollerblading, going for a walk with your family member, taking your dog out, or doing something to break this shit up. We gotta break this shit up, you guys. Gotta break it up. You know? Don't sit in that house or apartment. We gotta break this stuff all up somehow. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. I care for you guys out there, and I worry about you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.